Hey guys, Marcus Katkin here from Blindside Football to recap the late games from yesterday. Let's start off with Giants at Rams. ODB is just an absolute beast. It's going to be pretty exciting to see where he goes next year. But another 8 catches here, 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think he's a top 10 guy next year, and I think he's going to be drafted as such, maybe even higher. He's looking really, really good, and the more you see, the more I'm not so worried about Victor Cruz. Ruben Randall gets into the action here as well, 6 for a $132 and a touchdown. And even Andre Williams gets over 100 yards on the ground. So everybody getting it done for the Giants. Rams side of the ball, not a whole lot going on. Trey Mason finds the end zone. And Kenny Britt over 100 receiving yards, but I'm not buying into Kenny Britt at all. I think the only Rams player you can trust going into your final week is Trey Mason. Colts at Cowboys. Andrew Luck got a lot of fantasy teams to their fantasy championships, and he lost a lot of teams their fantasy championships. Finished with just 109 passing yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions before being pulled for Matt Hasselbeck. And obviously when you put up kind of stats like that, then the rest of your receivers kind of go down with the ship, as it were. And ironically, Trent Richardson in this game, out of the Colts running backs, has the highest yards per carry average at half a yard per carry. That's just how brutal of a game it was for the Colts offense in this one. Different fortunes, though, for the Cowboys team. Tony Romo, 4 touchdowns, and even Brandon Weeden gets into the mix and throws a touchdown as well. DeMarco Murray plays in this game, and he finds the end zone. Jason Witten starting to become a really strong tight end down the stretch. 7 for 90 and a touchdown. Guys, the Cowboys offense is clicking on all cylinders right now. They're looking really good. No worries about them. And Tony Romo has looked amazing these last 3 weeks. 10 touchdowns, no interceptions over the last 3 weeks. Just been really, really efficient getting it done throwing the ball. Bills at Raiders. Kyle Orton, 3 touchdowns in this one, kind of continuing the trend of those later round quarterbacks and free agent quarterbacks getting it done in the fantasy championship week. Gets one to Watkins, gets one to Chandler. And Fred Jackson couldn't do much on the ground, but does a lot in the air. 9 for 93 receiving. Oakland side, the only guy you really care about, Latavius Murray. 23 carries for 86 yards. You like seeing him get that kind of work, and I think he's proven it, guys. I think he's showing that this is his audition for next year, and so far he's winning it. If you can still go out and make trades, or if you have dynasty leagues trades that you can make really early, start trading for Latavius Murray. I don't see a scenario right now where Murray is not the #1 running back for them next season. Seahawks at Cardinals. Russell Wilson just goes ham in this game. Over 400 total yards and 3 touchdowns. Tons of rushing yards, tons of fantasy points. He's another one just getting it done as of late. And going beast mode in this game, especially on that second touchdown run where he just absolutely was just shoving people out of his way, just running them over. Over 100 yards rushing here and 2 touchdowns on just 10 touches. And finally, Luke Wilson, 3 catches, 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just going to prove you can still start your tight ends against the Cardinals. So don't forget that next week, especially for your daily fantasy plays. Don't forget to subscribe below for my daily fantasy updates and follow me on Twitter @MarcusCatkin.